Let's begin the 128 Civics test. 110. Why did the United States enter the Korean War?
To stop the spread of communism.
19. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress?
Senate and House of Representatives.
123. What is the name of the national anthem?
The Star-Spangled Banner.
112. What did the Civil Rights Movement do?
Fought to end racial discrimination.
78. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence?
Thomas Jefferson.
111. Why did the United States enter the Vietnam War?
To stop the spread of communism.
17. The President of the United States is in charge of which branch of government?
Executive branch.
44. Who vetoes bills?
The President of the United States.
60. What is the purpose of the 10th Amendment?
It states that powers not given to the federal government belong to the states or to the people.
21. How many U.S. senators are there?
100.
103. What was the Great Depression?
Longest economic recession in modern history.
119. What is the capital of the United States?
Washington, D.C.
24. How many voting members are in the House of Representatives?
435.
43. Who signs bills to become laws?
The President of the United States.
82. What founding document was written in 1787?
U.S. Constitution.
97. What amendment gives citizenship to all persons born in the United States?
14th Amendment.
127. What is Memorial Day?
A holiday to honor soldiers who died in military service.
7. How many amendments does the U.S. Constitution have?
27.
2. What is the supreme law of the land?
U.S. Constitution.
92. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South.
The Civil War.
114. Why did the United States enter the Persian Gulf War?
To force the Iraqi military from Kuwait.
9. What founding document said the American colonies were free from Britain?
Declaration of Independence.
96. What U.S. war ended slavery?
The Civil War.
11. The words life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are in what founding document?
Declaration of Independence.
54. How many Supreme Court justices are usually needed to decide a case?
5.
26. Why do U.S. representatives serve shorter terms than U.S. senators?
To more closely follow public opinion.
40. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president?
The Vice President of the United States.
79. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted?
July 4th, 1776.
22. How long is a term for a U.S. senator?
6 years.
32. Who elects U.S. senators?
Citizens from their state.
27. How many senators does each state have?
2.
105. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II?
Franklin Roosevelt.
34. Who elects members of the House of Representatives?
Citizens from their congressional district.
45. Who appoints federal judges?
The President of the United States.
36. The President of the United States is elected for how many years?
4 years.
25. How long is a term for a member of the House of Representatives?
2 years.
42. Who is Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. military?
The President of the United States.
52. What is the highest court in the United States?
Supreme Court.
47. What does the President's cabinet do?
Advises the President of the United States.
53. How many seats are on the Supreme Court?
9.
125. What is Independence Day?
The country's birthday.
The country's birthday.
74. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived?
American Indians.
American Indians.
69. What are two examples of civic participation in the United States?
Vote and run for office.
Vote and run for office.
86. George Washington is famous for many reasons. Name one.
Father of our country.
Father of our country.
124. The nation's first motto was E pluribus unum. What does that mean?
We all become one.
We all become one.
72. It is important for all men aged 18 through 25 to register for the Selective Service. Name one reason why.
Required by law.
Required by law.
81. There were 13 original states. Name 5.
New Hampshire, New York, New Jersey, North Carolina, and South Carolina.
New Hampshire, New York, New Jersey, North Carolina, and South Carolina.
68. How can people become United States citizens?
Naturalize.
Naturalize.
71. Why is it important to pay federal taxes?
Required by law.
Required by law.
83. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers.
James Madison.
James Madison.
107. Dwight Eisenhower is famous for many things. Name one.
General during World War II.
General during World War II.
73. The colonists came to America for many reasons. Name one.
Freedom.
Freedom.
14. Many documents influenced the U.S. Constitution. Name one.
Declaration of Independence.
Declaration of Independence.
50. What is one part of the judicial branch?
Supreme Court.
Supreme Court.
75. What group of people was taken and sold as slaves?
Africans.
Africans.
101. Why did the United States enter World War I?
Because Germany attacked U.S. civilian ships.
Because Germany attacked U.S. civilian ships.
80. The American Revolution had many important events. Name one.
Declaration of Independence.
Declaration of Independence.
70. What is one way Americans can serve their country?
Vote.
Vote.
116. Name one U.S. military conflict after the September 11th, 2001 attacks.
War in Iraq.
War in Iraq.
85. Benjamin Franklin is famous for many things. Name one.
U.S. diplomat.
U.S. diplomat.
16. Name the three branches of government.
Congress, President, and the courts.
Congress, President, and the courts.
128. What is Veterans Day?
A holiday to honor people in the U.S. military.
A holiday to honor people in the U.S. military.
1. What is the form of government of the United States?
Republic.
Republic.
87. Thomas Jefferson is famous for many things. Name one.
Writer of the Declaration of Independence.
Writer of the Declaration of Independence.
5. How are changes made to the U.S. Constitution?
Amendments.
Amendments.
90. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803?
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
66. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance?
The United States.
The United States.
91. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s.
Civil War.
Civil War.
109. During the Cold War, what was one main concern of the United States?
Communism.
Communism.
4. The U.S. Constitution starts with the words, "We the people." What does "we the people" mean?
Self-government.
Self-government.
95. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do?
Freed the slaves.
Freed the slaves.
121. Why does the flag have 13 stripes?
Because there were 13 original colonies.
Because there were 13 original colonies.
76. What war did the Americans fight to win independence from Britain?
American Revolution.
American Revolution.
58. Name one power that is only for the federal government.
Print paper money.
Print paper money.
100. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s.
World War I.
World War I.
55. How long do Supreme Court justices serve?
For life.
For life.
64. Who can vote in federal elections, run for federal office, and serve on a jury in the United States?
Citizens.
Citizens.
13. What is the rule of law?
Everyone must follow the law.
Everyone must follow the law.
98. When did all men get the right to vote?
After the Civil War.
After the Civil War.
102. When did all women get the right to vote?
After World War I.
After World War I.
48. What are two cabinet-level positions?
Secretary of Labor and Secretary of State.
Secretary of Labor and Secretary of State.
104. When did the Great Depression start?
The Great Crash, 1929.
The Great Crash, 1929.
10. Name two important ideas from the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution.
Equality and liberty.
Equality and liberty.
99. Name one leader of the women's rights movement in the 1800s.
Susan B. Anthony.
Susan B. Anthony.
115. What major event happened on September 11th, 2001 in the United States?
Terrorists attacked the United States.
Terrorists attacked the United States.
3. Name one thing the U.S. Constitution does.
Forms the government.
Forms the government.
108. Who was the United States' main rival during the Cold War?
Russia.
Russia.
77. Name one reason why the Americans declared independence from Britain.
High taxes.
High taxes.
117. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States.
Crow.
Crow.
118. Name one example of an American innovation.
Airplane.
Airplane.
33. Who does a member of the House of Representatives represent?
Citizens in their congressional district.
Citizens in their congressional district.
120. Where is the Statue of Liberty?
New York Harbor.
New York Harbor.
65. What are 3 rights of everyone living in the United States?
Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and freedom of religion.
Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and freedom of religion.
122. Why does the flag have 50 stars?
Because there are 50 states.
Because there are 50 states.
113. Martin Luther King Jr. is famous for many things. Name one.
Fought for civil rights.
Fought for civil rights.
84. Why were the Federalist Papers important?
They helped people understand the U.S. Constitution.
They helped people understand the U.S. Constitution.
126. Name 3 national U.S. holidays.
Memorial Day, Independence Day, Veterans Day.
Memorial Day, Independence Day, Veterans Day.
89. Alexander Hamilton is famous for many things. Name one.
First Secretary of the Treasury.
First Secretary of the Treasury.
63. There are 4 amendments to the U.S. Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them.
Citizens 18 and older can vote.
Citizens 18 and older can vote.
49. Why is the Electoral College important?
It decides who is elected president.
It decides who is elected president.
67. Name 2 promises that new citizens make in the oath of allegiance.
Obey the laws of the United States and be loyal to the United States.
Obey the laws of the United States and be loyal to the United States.
12. What is the economic system of the United States?
Capitalism.
Capitalism.
37. The President of the United States can serve only 2 terms. Why?
To keep the president from becoming too powerful.
To keep the president from becoming too powerful.
59. Name one power that is only for the states.
Give a driver's license.
Give a driver's license.
94. Abraham Lincoln is famous for many things. Name one.
Freed the slaves. Emancipation Proclamation.
Freed the slaves. Emancipation Proclamation.
20. Name one power of the U.S. Congress.
Rights laws.
Rights laws.
51. What does the judicial branch do?
Reviews laws.
Reviews laws.
41. Name one power of the president.
Vetoes bills.
Vetoes bills.
35. Some states have more representatives than other states. Why?
Because they have more people.
Because they have more people.
56. Supreme Court justices serve for life. Why?
To be independent of politics.
To be independent of politics.
46. The executive branch has many parts. Name one.
President of the United States.
President of the United States.
31. Who does a U.S. Senator represent?
Citizens of their state.
Citizens of their state.
18. What part of the federal government writes laws?
U.S. Congress.
U.S. Congress.
28. Why does each state have 2 senators?
Equal representation for small states.
Equal representation for small states.
15. There are 3 branches of government. Why?
Separation of powers.
Separation of powers.
93. The Civil War had many important events. Name one.
Emancipation Proclamation.
Emancipation Proclamation.
8. Why is the Declaration of Independence important?
It says America is free from British control.
It says America is free from British control.
88. James Madison is famous for many things. Name one.
Father of the Constitution.
Father of the Constitution.
106. Why did the United States enter World War II?
Bombing of Pearl Harbor.
Bombing of Pearl Harbor.
6. What does the Bill of Rights protect?
The basic rights of Americans.
The basic rights of Americans.
57. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now?
John Roberts.
39. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now?
K.D. Vance.
30. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now?
Mike Johnson.
38. What is the name of the President of the United States now?
Donald Trump.
62. What is the capital of your state?
Answers will vary. Send us a message if you need help with your answers.
23. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now?
Answers will vary.
Send us a message if you need help with your answers.
29. Name your U.S. representative.
Answers will vary. Send us a message if you need help with your answers.
61. Who is the governor of your state now?
Answers will vary. Send us a message if you need help with your answers.